In the future, poor people aren't even allowed to wear shoes to work. The factory floor is wired with 500 volts of electricity. If one person breaks the rule, the whole workshop gets punished. They have to work 12 hours a day just to earn a single hot shower. That's considered the best benefit they get. Each worker has their own tiny room. Food comes through a straw in the wall, constantly pumping in some kind of paste, so they always have enough energy to keep working for the factory. On his first day, a guard in insulated boots warns John. Until he pays off his debt, he has to follow every rule here. John gets assigned to Workshop 3 on the 7th floor. The supervisor tells him straight, "In this team, you'd better give it everything you've got on the assembly line, because every workshop competes once a week. If your team loses, you get punished. 3 full minutes of electric shock. After work, everyone lines up to head back to the dorms. John notices a coworker gesturing at him through the window. Information is tightly controlled here, so they can only communicate with hand signals. When John looks down, he finally realizes just how massive this factory is. In the dorm, someone quietly warns him. The floor is wired too, to stop anyone from escaping. The voltage gets switched on at night when everyone's asleep. The rooms provide basic supplies, and those straws keep pumping in food. It's completely tasteless. Every bite feels like chewing dust. Only the team that ranks first gets to enjoy a real meal with actual flavor. That becomes the only motivation everyone is hanging on to. Day after day, John slowly adapts to this life. He gets faster on the line, more skilled with every part. Soon, their team climbs up to first place. But just before the final push, one teammate suddenly collapses. John quickly helps him into the hallway. He can see the guy's condition getting worse by the minute. The team leader immediately calls for a doctor. To cut costs, the factory's doctor is just another worker who used to be a real physician. This time, the doctor walks over barefoot, carrying a medical kit, and starts checking on Bob. The leader begs him to save Bob. Just let him hold on for 3 more days and he'll finally be free. But the doctor just sadly shakes his head. Bob's body is completely burned out. He doesn't have long, so the doctor lets him stop breathing early. Then he sighs, almost jealous that Bob gets to leave this world so easily. John is completely stunned, but the doctor stays calm and reveals the ugly truth. A few days earlier, a worker on the 4th floor finally paid off his debt and left the company. But within 2 days, they dragged him back and threw him into a workshop on the 2nd floor to keep working. The contract was full of traps. Once you sign it, you're basically a slave to the factory forever. When the workers on the 2nd floor found out the truth, they rioted. To crush the chaos, the company electrified the floor for 2 whole days. In the end, 49 workers never walked out again. Compared to that, Bob's quiet death is already considered a kind of luck. After hearing all this, the leader's faith shatters. He decides to trust John, to follow him and find a way to escape this place. John starts to plan. Each workshop has 49 workers, but only 3 guards watching them. If they can deal with the high voltage floor, their numbers are enough to overpower the guards. Soon, a new worker is escorted in. The guard uses a lift platform to bring him down. John notices something. When the elevator moves, it never touches the floor. No contact, no high voltage. That means the moment a new worker arrives is the perfect time to attack. There's also a public restroom inside the workshop. John removes a toilet cover and finds a water pipe. He grabs a file and starts scraping it slowly. As long as he doesn't give up, eventually the pipe will crack and the water will burst out. Using these clues, John puts together a detailed escape plan and shares it with the leader. Tomorrow, a new guy comes in. That's our best shot. The next day, everyone waits nervously for the newcomer. Workers secretly hide machine parts as weapons. John hides in the restroom, working the pipe with everything he's got. Finally, he pries it open with a wrench. Water gushes out. Right then, the alarm blares. A guard escorts the new worker onto the platform. When they see John soaked from head to toe, everyone knows step 1 of the plan worked. Water spreads quickly across the workshop floor. The workers move to the 2nd phase. One worker starts a fake fight to draw the guards' attention. The guards shout at him to stand still. In that split second, John bolts for the elevator and jams it with his wrench. Another worker rushes forward, but his weight flips the platform over. Thankfully, the new guy reacts fast and knocks out one of the guards. The guard still on the platform fights back hard. Workers grab metal parts and charge in, swinging for their lives. As things spiral out of control, the guards call the security room, yelling for them to activate the high voltage. The leader orders everyone to climb up onto the work tables. When security hits the switch, the water-covered floor short-circuits instantly. John's plan works perfectly. Seeing that, the leader gives the order for a full-on revolt. John rushes the platform, grabs the guard's weapon, and opens a path for the workers. The water keeps spreading, even seeping down into the lower workshops. Other workers below realize something big is happening upstairs. Soon, the workers storm the security room and seize the weapons. The control room feels the danger closing in and orders the building's main high voltage switched back on, hoping to wipe out all the workers in one go. But it's already too late. With the leader holding a gun to his head, the manager is forced to shut the system down. Outside, The hydropower station is also shut off. The building goes completely dark. Backup power kicks in, but it can only keep the lights on. From that moment on, no one is afraid of the high-voltage floor anymore. The leader grabs the mic and broadcasts to the whole factory, exposing the traps hidden in the contract, and telling everyone, following the rules will never buy you freedom. The workers start chanting and charging forward. The guards have already run off to hide in the warehouse. In fear and chaos, the workers finally reach the main gate. Even though the building stands out over the open sea, they don't hesitate. They dive straight into the water, because above the horizon, the blue sky and white clouds are already showing them the way home.